YouTube looks good.
What now?
Hold on. Is Brawler's only one still? Medium strike damage to one enemy. Increases critical hit rate when knocking out an enemy and beginning squad battles.
What now?
A new means of protection.
That's a lot of fucking health.
I see.
Thank you, Suyu.
Fascinating. This right here. All right. I'm counting on you. Of course.
I see. To greater heights.
Here's Burn and Frostbite. Here's Poison and Hex. Endure. And fucking Unshaken Will. Hello? Damn, that's so good. I will have her punch people for a little bit. I'm almost done reading it.
What's that? Oh, yeah?
Sure.
Right?
All right. Now then.
Odd.
Imagination. Why, that's...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain. Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Rhylehaven. It's been a while.
You've been before.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. You from Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents. I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Redhead rich girl? She just keeps getting better and better.
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you're bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Rhylehaven.
Port Rhylehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Rhylehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
It's the ocean! Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon! kind of like the capital, but totally different.
Yes. The City of Water, Brylehaven.
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far. Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Skyrunner, though.
No. I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
If it isn't the walking headache.
Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Damn it, no parking.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
I can't wait.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine food, is an uncommon blessing.
If you're sure, Nearest, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
She hungry.
Really?
This is a joy!
I'm glad they didn't make Hulkenberg, like... I don't want to say stuck up, but like... a stick-in-the-mud knight? Like that kind of archetype? Like, what's his dick from FF9? The knight dude? I don't remember his name.
Yeah? Hey, mister!
She has personality.
All right then.
Steiner, yeah, that's him.
Can we talk? Hey!
They made her hungry. And also a little gay.
Stop!
Need a ride? Good choice. All right then.
Well then, if you say you
But
have...
what is there to do now?
Oh shit, it's Idols Day, my dudes.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, one of the races in this game wears, like... They wear masks to cover their face. I don't think I've been told why yet.
Okay?
Who's she gay with? There was a scene where... Basically, we ran into this game's version of an idol, and she was fangirling about her.
The goods are cheap today.
Hey, Jace.
Now then.
20% off. 100 to all allies. Oh, I need fucking money, my dude.
Sure thing.
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then.
She did in fact want it.
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then.
It's worth like nothing. Prince poison, Prince promises, Prince burn, days sleep. Oh, I got a lot of money from selling all the junk equipment.
Yeah?
Ain't this a pickle?
Real cheap today.
Got a bargain today.
Holy shit, water?
This is on sale.
Sailor sword. Pretty good. Uses damage against giants. This has auto Tarkaja on it. Restores MP upon defeating an enemy during a squad battle. Damn, there's just some good fucking weapons.
Good. Young man! Young man!
Maybe there'll be a big upset. My money's on Santa Fe's fall. All right then. Hello there.
Say,
Proper races.
hey, mister.
What is it? Hello. Need a ride? Good choice.
Say,
Whoa!
yes.
Well... Okay then.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
How does anyone go about their normal lives with the fucking giant moon in the sky?
Hey there!
There aren't any beds left.
I see.
What?
Here's I was gonna tell Dad all about it.
Hey,
Whomst is this hippie boy?
I guess. Huh?
What is it you require?
You have the look about you as one of my supporters, are you? You truly haven't heard of me? Oh, I am shocked, and yet how lucky you are to be granted the privilege of my exquisite form for the first time.
Yeah.
Beauty is my creed, and more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Like this golden coral pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this. To the spider's den.
What do I do?
I have a spare room available.
Enjoy your stay.
Kind of freaky.
What is
Well,
it?
sign me up. The shadier, the better.
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut.
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Luis.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
I love you, Lomelo! I love you forever!
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing! When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head! Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command!
Hear, hear! For Roosevelt pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our help.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I will not take this slander on the bunny wife fox person, even if she is British.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on, lovely!
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before.
Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain? Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious! The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
She hungry.
Yes, I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
It's a delicacy.
You just made that up, didn't you?
Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
Look at her go! She's just... she looks so happy! Hold on a minute.
is fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martyra, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
With a problem like that, I had to do something.
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the pack so soon. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
That Crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
When the day dawns, we should head to the Gold Runner.
Yeesh.
I'd not trust those types with the country myself. Their speeches seem practically identical. Is there no one who could truly rival Luis or Forden? Let's go. Based. Rhylehaven is positively rife with tourists. I myself have long awaited the delicacies here, and indeed. It was so delicious, I wish to eat every fish in the restaurant's tank. Fish so fresh it still wriggles in the mouth. Now that's a Port City specialty. What's that look about you? You don't find it appetizing?
My apologies.
Would you? Hold up. Did you use the proper tags? You should probably add Hulkenberg as a tag, I guess? So why is this emote not publicly listed? Oh, do they have to, like, approve it or something? Yeah. That's cool that, like, you can submit it immediately and it be used immediately. It just needs to get approved first. That's neat. Would you mind lending me an unused blanket? Sure. For defense, you understand, just in case. Otherwise, while I'm sleeping, I'd be unprotected against apologies. Against bugs. I want no contact with them whatsoever, awake or asleep, so I thought I might bundle myself in blankets at night. I know this place is warm as it is, yet I'm prepared for the inevitable night sweats. Nevertheless, I'd be grateful to have any spare blankets. That live fish was delicious indeed.
Look at that.
Good night.
Hulkenberg is love's girl dinner.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
No. Now come.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What? My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
It is Flames Day, my dudes.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the Tournament for the Throne, the Exhibition of the Brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
I'm not dropping frames now. I was dropping a lot of frames like a second ago. Seems fine now. Hopefully it stops. Smile.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor and that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus!
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just
oh
great.
no,
Lady
she's
Rella,
autistic and
clock
cute.
ticking and all that, but we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin!
Hold up, I'm dropping frames again. Stream fine, cause yeah, I'm dropping frames again.